Hello, Drew.
Hi, Danny.
How are you doing?
Good.
Thank you for joining me digitally in
Yes.
both this car and in Shanghai.
Am I going to be your race engineer for this? Because I'm
Uh,
piped right into your headphones remotely.
yeah, I can see your video feed in the top right of my screen, which is actually more than what the drivers get. So
It's true.
you can send me secret visual messages if you want. Hello, dear viewer. We are recording this. We'll have to give this a bit of time context because all of the other track walks up until now were recorded in the before times. This one is being recorded 2 days prior to when the Shanghai Grand Prix would have happened. Obviously, it is not happening. None of the people in the stands there are adequately social distancing. But we did record one more after this Zandvoort, which was recorded in the before times. So this is sort of I don't know, a little bit of a check-in from your friends in current meet space. Drew, how do you feel about China as I roll this car out onto the track?
We were talking about it on the podcast recently, where for me it was one of those tracks that sort of blended into the background for a long time. But I have come to like it more, I think, just because
Yeah.
I think I've come to know it a little better.
Yeah, it's a kind of a funny one. It's one of these tracks that there are certain parts of it that the drivers quite like, and then there are certain parts that are kind of quite boring. They fade into the background. We'll take this one pretty slow, and then I'll set up a little bit of a... did you just put up a picture on the screen for me there?
I was trying to, yeah.
It looked like a penis, but unfortunately the viewers won't be able to check in on that either way. This opening corner is kind of one of the more interesting ones. We were saying on the podcast during the week, actually, this is one of your favorites, right?
Yeah, me and Rob were commending the Chinese Grand Prix circuit on its corkscrewy first couple corners.
It's nuts. See how back when we were there a second ago, thank you, Drew is now showing the word butt on screen for me, which I am. I'm showing the butt of the car. Look at it. It's right here. I hopefully I won't get black flagged for doing this, but look how much I am. I'm totally DQ'd. Let's restart this session, and I'll take it a little bit slower. But you can see on that on the I'll take a flying lap so we'll get there a bit faster. The initial turn before it turns to the left. I think the initial turn is actually technically 2 turns. Is incredibly it's like 270 degrees or something.
Yeah, it's real. There's a lot of it.
It's incredible. And
Right
we've
turn,
seen
Titans.
Yeah, what was the other track we see this on quite a bit? There's we're actually starting quite a bit far back here, just FYI. There's about one more turn until we hit the start finish straight. There's one, is it Bahrain? I'm trying to think. I think it might be Bahrain. It's been so long since I've seen a race, Drew. It's
I know.
hard to tell. This big grandstand is obviously another big sort of visual feature of it, but just again, as we sort of take this corkscrew, just check out, you kind of don't appreciate how much it turns until you see. Look how look where the grandstand is now. It's to our left. We have almost circled back in, and then I have to take this big left-hander before we even see the grandstand again. So
Yeah.
it's quite remarkable.
Sucker's big.
Yeah, it is. It's big. It's almost too big for them. They God, I wasn't sure if I should go right or straight there. That was weird. There are stands at the back here that we always point out that are mostly empty. They actually don't really put people in some of them. They won't be putting anyone in any of them this year, but even in the past, this is kind of built a little bit outside of Shanghai. The layout for the circuit, you might remember, is sort of broadly taken after the symbol Shang, which I think means above, which is quite appropriate. And all these little bits here in the middle, though, are quite this little complex little circuit section here. It's not till turn 7 and 8 where it kind of gets interesting for them. I guess it was just back there. There's a couple of high-speed corners. And then you're into this thing. Yeah, this is mostly empty, this stand on the left.
It's like the Oakland Stadium.
Exactly. It's the top of the Oakland Coliseum, which they never fill. At least certainly during baseball games they don't. Maybe during football, but that's long gone. And then we're here at the longest straight in the F1 calendar.
Look at this thing.
Which is so long, I forgot to even turn DRS on for half of it. That's how long it is.
I like these those disc-like things along the sides. They look very Star Wars.
Where are these things? Oh, you're right. Yeah, I didn't even notice this before. They're like
Sunshades, maybe?
shades. Yeah, they must be, right? All right, this game really doesn't like when I slow down on my practice lap, so let's take one a little bit faster this time around. Talk about some more little bits and bobs. I'm using a controller, by the way, on the PS4. I was not able to get the wheel back here. But I'm in P2. Great. That's awesome. I think there's only 2 people who've gone out on track, so take that, Sergio Perez. I'm coming for you. Yeah, this is pretty bad. And then this one. A little bit of throttle. I just set up my Xbox One X here in the studio using the Xbox One's paddles, accelerator paddles in the back are so nice and thick.
Ooh.
Bit of force feedback on them too.
Cool.
Not so much on the PlayStation 4, but it's still doable. Look at that purple. Yeah, so these ones here, I think it is. It's 7 and 8 that the drivers like. I think this is 7. It's kind of high speed, high G-force turn.
Oh, yeah, and you can be real gutsy and go on the outside there.
Yeah, totally. And it's nice and punchy because the rest of it is quite. Sorry, the rest of it is quite. That's gonna be a. It's gonna be a non good lap. It's quite like you know, you're dipping down into 3rd gear a little bit in this one, 4th certainly. And then the straight is just kind of like, you know, if your car is good at straight line speed, then you're happy, and if it ain't, then boo-hoo. Better keep some of that ERS deployment for the latter half of the lap, you know? Which kind of sucks, but...
It's kind of like a roller coaster. It's like huge, long, fast things, and then like a lot of twisties.
Totally. The only thing it's missing is a little bit of topographical change. There's not really much here. It's pretty flat.
There's a little bit in that first corkscrew.
Yeah, it has the aesthetic of a roller coaster as well. Like it's quite clean. Like it's not in the Sochi boring way. Like it's actually quite nice. I don't know what it is about Shanghai, but it kind of gets away with it. Maybe it's just like the little personal details they have in the you pointed out, the sundials and the shades, and obviously the grandstand is quite unique. It's quite like it's huge. Look at it.
Yeah.
It's absolutely massive. So I don't know. Maybe it's oh great. I can update my version of the game. They're still putting updates out for 2019, huh?
Yeah. 2020 just announced.
It did. It's coming
in July.
July, yeah. You can be the 11th team. Is what I've heard. You can make your own team.
Yeah, I mean the fantasy doesn't end there because you can play the whole 2020 season.
And they'll presumably have Vietnam and
Zandvoort
in there as well, which will be pretty cool. I was laughing thinking about the 22 car race. I was just thinking, yeah, you're right. Monaco just doesn't have enough traffic in it already.
That's true.
Let's chuck in an extra 2 cars. I enjoy the circuit. I think it's the minute I start talking, you can see how bad I get. I think it has some interesting elements to it. The start finish straight, or it has 3 DRS zones, I believe, as well. So like this is quite a lot. Is that 3? I think that's 3. 1 here. Maybe it's just 2. Start finish straight in this one. I'm just trying to remember if there's a mini DRS here on the left hand side or the right hand side. Let's check.
I mean, they put them everywhere they can at this point.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. Totally. If there is anywhere, they'll do it. No, I guess it's not. I guess it's just there. 2 of them, but it's the longest one in the world, so why not? And there we go. Should we do a race?
Sure.
Let's get to it. All right. I think I've set this up to have a race. Although, in proper Shift+F1 track walk fashion, I have not set the weather to anything in particular, so we're going to roll the dice.
I will not be joining you for this one, unfortunately, but I will be rooting for
Team I think I'm Kevin Magnussen, actually, this time around. Did you see when I hit retire from race, the driver decided to park in front of the pit lane exit? Huh. Okay. Maybe that'll work. Maybe that was in the update they just put out. We'll have to see. Okay, here we go. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yes. Yes.
Of course. Of course it's raining.
Round 1, Shanghai.
Oh, yeah. Weird. If my daughter saw this, she'd say, "Oh no, raining," which is her favorite thing to say, regardless of whether or not it is in fact raining. Here's some details. 16 turns, 3.4 miles almost. Oh yeah, you're right. It is quite hilly at the start, isn't it? Huh.
Yeah, it's kind of a downward corkscrew.
And then I guess it slowly rises over the rest of track. I wonder if the start finish is dead straight or not, or dead flat or not. It's not like it matters that much to the cars. A bit of extra downforce if they're going up. Alexander Albon, Pippin second.
All right.
Nice work, sir. Okay. This first turn's going to suck. I wonder where I qualified.
Looks like pretty far back.
Sure does.
Oh, no, you got some people behind you.
I see a McLaren back there, I think. What's on this side? Okay.
God, everything in China is so huge.
Oh, there's a bunch of them. Great. Where am I? 10th?
Engage the clutch.
Oh, shit. Thank you. Wait, do I have...
Good getaway.
Okay, good. For a second, I was worried I had manual gears on, which I don't. That was not a great getaway, but thank you for reminding me, Engineer Scanlon, about the clutch, because I had totally forgotten about it.
Oh, boy, it is dumping.
Yeah, and they are not holding back. I have this set to my race setup difficulty, so they're not messing around here. Let's try and get on the accelerator a little bit there without slipping out. Okay. Lando, come on. Somebody make some room. Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Jeez,
no.
Jeez.
We're good.
Yeah, that's a couple of
two elite. Oh boy,
come on, guys,
you turned up the penalties.
Yeah, they don't mess around. Hulkenberg and Ricardo already getting into a scrap together.
Oh, really gonna let Stroll beat you, Danny?
Dude, if I can get around this track, I'll just be happy. I'm so sorry, Nico. I'm so sorry, Nico. Okay. The traction is so hard. I don't know if it's coming across or not, but...
Oh, boy.
Oh, see that?
Nice.
You have to slow down so much for that one. You can kind of grab people on it. I wonder how I'll do on the straight here. I guess the Haas is...
It's got a Ferrari engine.
Yeah, straights were never... Oh, geez. Weren't really the problem. We're not going to have DRS anyway.
It's got a lot of banking. I didn't realize that before.
Yeah, I didn't either, actually. It does on that turn. Really, maybe that's why it felt like a roller coaster a little bit as well.
Oh boy.
It's whether or not I can slow down on time is the... Oh boy. There's your answer. Oh, I came right across the track there. That was real bad.
How many laps are we doing? 3?
I don't know. I think if it's set... Is it 5 it has set to?
I don't know.
I can't tell because your beautiful visage is blocking my... Let's try and do 3. Let's do 3. If I can survive 3 laps. Let's not get greedy here. 4 seems like... God, it's bad. I always wonder how bad the weather has to be for them to not have the television chopper up. I know that they can't do the race if... Isn't the rule that if an emergency helicopter can't fly, they won't do the race?
I think that has been the case in the past. I don't know if it's currently that way.
Right.
But as we've learned, or at least in the flying community, flying in weather with helicopters,
right,
dicey.
Yeah. Is it VF4? Is that what you say?
IFR.
IFR is when it's instruments, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess we had that recently with the crash in Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's it doesn't look like fun. It's difficult. I do wonder where the threshold is for the TV cameras though, but I guess they've got mad stabilization on those cameras, and they're probably like incredibly talented helicopter pilots to be able to fly and also get the right angle.
I've always wondered that. I don't actually know if it's the pilots moving the camera.
Oh, I don't. I think they have a separate camera, but even just being able to, facilitate the movement.
Mm-hmm. I know news helicopters, at least they used to. The pilot was not only the pilot and the camera operator, but was the commentator as well.
Oh my God, that's insane.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting in trouble for using too much of my errors. I am catching Danny here, even though I've been skidding off using a lot of the Tilke runoff provided. A lot of lifting coasts on this one too.
Danny on Danny.
Oh my God! Yeah, I feel like. Can you see the drifting going on there? Oh my God! Playing too much Forza Horizon. Playing too much. What was it we played it last month? It was Colin, it was Dirt 3, right?
Oh, Dirt 2, yeah. Oh, hello.
I tapped
Love
him.
tap.
Yeah, not great for my straight line speed now. Bit of a front wing tap. I'll get him here.
You got him.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yes, look at that drift.
All right, you know what? We're gonna. I'm doing an instant replay there. I'll allow
lightning
myself.
McQueen.
All right, so flashback is square, right? Yeah. Okay, here we go. I always feel like, I think I've mentioned this before, I always feel like they give you a little bit of a speed boost when you hit flashback. Like you kind of start higher in the gear a little bit or something. A little bit more RPM.
You think so?
I don't know. It always feels that way. Or it never feels the opposite. So I wonder if that's the thing they do, whereas like they kind of give you a little bit of sauce so you don't feel like the opposite. Because it might feel really irritating if you replayed and you felt like you were in a bogged down a little bit, as a result.
Oh!
Did it on Hulk. Did it on him. All right, who's ahead of me? Carlos Sainz. Getting in trouble for the love tap at Ricardo, am I?
Just a warning.
Dude, I'm like halfway down on the trigger here and then full.
Wow.
Oh yeah, he's there. Well, hopefully Sainz and whoever's in front of him might get in a little bit of trouble here. If I don't mess up this corner like I have the past 2 times, maybe I'll get a little bit of something out of it. Oh yeah, they did catch each other a little bit. Oh yeah, Grosjean's slowing him down.
Good teamwork.
Oh god, the rain's gotten worse. Good teamwork. Yeah, you're right. I hadn't thought of it. Thanks, Roman. I'm sure that's it.
He's a team player.
Fastest lap. Wow.
Where'd he go?
All I had to do was crash into Daniel Ricciardo. Didn't slow me down that much. Okay.
Ricciardo makes everything better.
Oh my god, Grosjean. Making us look like rock stars here, Roman. Now, I don't know what to do with these two. I might have to wait because they're so close together. I might have to wait until the start-finish straight to have my go. Oh, that's gonna be dicey. Are they gonna let me have that one? He's right there. I'm in the wet.
Nice. I think you got it.
Okay, Roman. Be a team player, buddy.
Kevin is faster than you.
Sacre bleu. Oh. Yeah, I'm definitely going to get him. Look, I mean, he's slowing me down, right? I'll definitely get him on the next one. Oh my god, it's gotten worse. The rain's gotten worse here. This is... Ugh. Oh no, he got away. He got away from me.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Bye-bye.
Look like a bunch of wankers now.
That's your second warning.
Well, the front wing is really shagged now, so these right turns are not handy. Oh boy. A lot of understeer. Max Verstappen's ahead of me, let's be honest. I don't think that's happening. Is Grosjean going to try and do me here? Totally is.
He's coming for you.
Totally is. Oh. Okay.
Question is this the final lap?
I think the next one coming is. I think this one is here. Should we keep going? We finish it?
Yeah. I mean, if you think it's one more, we can't. Like we said, we have a view. Like I'm sure people can just look up at the top right screen and say, like, what are they talking about? It's right there, but my face is covering that up for Danny and I.
It's more important that I can see Drew's acceptance. That yes. I can see the pride in his face at my shunting Roman Grosjean, who's now succumbed to Carlos Sainz.
Mm-hmm.
Man, they're getting slowed down up here too.
They're quaking with fear.
Right?
Kevin's coming.
It looks like it's Verstappen and then a Ferrari. Presumably Leclerc, because Vettel I think was in pole. And then maybe a Red Bull? Maybe. Well, Max was there. I don't know, to be honest. I can't really see. The rain has slowed down in this part of the track again. Ooh. Yeah, I wonder what they're going to do in 2020's game. Like, will they in any way reference. I'm sure they won't reference it directly, but will there be any considerations to be made? Like, can you turn off the crowds or something? Like, because like,
I really doubt it, but that'd be kind of a nice touch.
Because imagine like it's going to be weird now because just racing is going to be weird, but considering there is no racing going on. But just hypothetically, if by the end of the season there are races that have empty circuits, then it'll be odd that the 2020 game is out of touch that way. That it's like it'll still be inaccurate, but in a sort of
I
a
tend to
different
think
way.
of it more of like an alternate history or like a fantasy game rather than
that's a good point.
you know.
Oh boy,
Here we go.
checker flag.
Carlos, right behind you.
Woo.
You got this.
That's a good point, especially with the 11th team. That sort of gives them even more of a fantastical
Yeah.
viewpoint.
It's a season we never had.
No, look at him.
Way to
he's
go,
so
Kev.
happy.
That's some hair.
He's really happy that I came 7th. That's really what he's shouting about.
Way to go, Kevin.
Yeah, he's never watched Drive to Survive. I'm sure he's never seen this video game before. That was China. You won't be watching it this weekend, but you watched it here on youtube.com/Shift+F1. We'll be back soon with Zandvoort and some other racing video games. But until then, any final thoughts, Drew?
No, I mean, I miss racing.
I miss
Please come
racing.
back.
I bet Seb misses winning. But that's a different story.
Certainly is. Thanks, Danny.
Thanks, Drew. Look at them spraying each other. We'll always have drinking.